What's up, y'all? This Aunt Glizzy and this Barber Son TV. And there's 5 things you need to know to survive in the hood. 1, a cell phone. You can't live without a cell phone. I don't know how people do it, but they try to do it. I ain't gonna say they live without a cell phone. It'd be more so they be hooked up to Wi-Fi. Like they be hooked up to the Wi-Fi. Like a Rocker Hood people, this is a here in the hood secret I probably ain't even supposed to be leaking. Rocker them niggas be on Wi-Fi. That's why they in the hood all day. It's like McDonald's come with Wi-Fi, Starbucks come with Wi-Fi. The hood might got Wi-Fi. That's why they hang right there. Like we was hanging in one spot in the hood all day because nobody's phone was on. We just was chilling right there. Like the hood come with Wi-Fi. Somebody outside got Xfinity that they can hook up to and they gonna use it. They been so used to the Wi-Fi and don't leave the hood. They don't even care about their phone. They feel like their phone on. Like they don't leave the hood anyway. Their phone ain't never not on. It's that crazy. So I'm gonna say a phone. 2. Uncle Buckets. You gotta keep a bucket on you. If you ain't got no bucket, you gonna be on the bucket list or somebody gonna kick the bucket. You don't wanna be on the bucket list or nobody kicking the bucket. You gotta keep a bucket. I'm telling you, you might gotta wet somebody up because it get trenches out here in the trenches. So I'm gonna definitely say a bucket. That's how they be getting grabbed out here. That's the reason Taliban got his chain taken. He didn't have a bucket. That's the reason KZ got his chain taken because he didn't have a bucket. That's the reason Shaq Glizzy had his chain taken because they be taking chains when you ain't got them buckets. We ain't gonna talk about Earl. Earl really went and got a bucket, like a bucket company, like Earl's Bucket Car Wash. Like, I just started thinking about my chain, y'all. I'm off topic. All right. Number 3. Let's just skip this one. Number 3. You're gonna need a hood girl, like not girlfriend, but a girl that just move around the hood, like it's like a hood assistant for real. It's like you gotta find a girl in the neighborhood that you cool with, cause the girl in the neighborhood that you cool with, the girls in the neighborhood got their ears to the streets. They hear everything in this neighborhood. All the niggas, like the niggas in the neighborhood that smoke, they smoke with the girls. The girls hear everything. So if you locked in with a female, this is one of my hood tactics. I'm hippie out of something. Number 3. Find your female in the neighborhood. Don't you know that nosy female that hear everything? They just hear all the gossip. They just hear everything. Just lock in with her. Make that your homie. She gonna be your eyes and ears when you ain't around. She hear everything. She in everything. She smoke every day in every hallway. She ain't gonna miss a beat. She might save your life and tell you when your back door coming. Cause one day in the hood, your back door coming. If you ain't got a screen door to catch it, they coming in. So number 4. I'm gonna say 4. What else you need in the hood? You need some money. You gotta have money. If you in the hood with no money, it's gonna be like your funeral every day. You gonna wake up sad, depressed. Jokes ain't gonna be funny. You gonna feel like everybody talking about you. You ever been so broke? I done been so broke, I feel like I was gonna die. Like, you ever been so broke, like, the only thing that happen next is death? It's like if God trying to give me a sign. Like, I realized I had to pull God up one day. Like, I was texting him. I feel like I ain't even had to text him. I had to go to his house and knock on the door. Like, God, all jokes aside, like, what I gotta do to stop feeling like this? Because I'm telling you, I leave the streets alone. I won't do drugs. I won't do nothing. I did it all. I left my heart on this stoop. Life been great ever since. So I'm going to say, you're going to need some money. So if you outside just kicking it, smoking weed, hanging with your friends, chopping it up, trying to do it for an outfit, you ain't going to win in the long run. You're going to be one of them old heads that telling them stories about what you used to have. A couple outfits. You telling me about some outfits you had in the 80s, in the 2000s, you ain't even going to sound right. You're going to be like, I'm like, what? See you at work tomorrow. So you got to keep you some money. Get you a bankroll. The streets about a bankroll. If you in the streets, get you some money. Just stack the money. Don't spend the money to keep up with the guys in the streets. Stack the money to race them. Like it's like a race. While they buying clothes, they buying shoes, they buying cars, you just stack it until you the biggest. Once you the biggest, take off. No more hood. You got to piss somebody else on in the hood and leave that life alone. The goal is to get out the hood, not to die in the hood. You can't die where you started. So if you make it out, you're blessed. Get you some money. And the 5th thing, you need to know where your at all time. You cannot feel like you bigger than everybody. Like, you cannot feel like that. So you need a mind to be in the hood. Like, you need a good brain. You need a stable head to be in the streets. You can't just be like off your pivot, just wild off the drugs, living wild. Your life gonna be just as wild as your thoughts. You gotta realize be on your pivot in the streets. So you gotta have a mind. You gotta have sense to be in the streets. To be in the streets, you gotta have sense. It ain't about money. It ain't about females. It ain't about none of that. It's about who survived the longest, who can make it the longest, who can make this look the painfulest, who can make the pain turn into flowers. You feel what I'm saying? Because you get a lot of pain from the streets. The streets gave me more pain than money. I done been so scarred by the streets. If the streets rewarded me with $1 million right now, it still wouldn't be a return. Like, it'll just be $1 million because I got stuff that I lost in the streets that's worth more than $1 million. That's worth more than the money. So the streets you gonna take more L's in the streets. That's worth more than money. The money. So when you get the money, it ain't even gonna be worth it. It's gonna be like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, money can't buy happiness. It can just make you feel how you feel, I guess. Because I know some things that I deal with, money couldn't fix it. I'm still going to deal with it, with the money or without it. So you got to have some sense. You got to watch the back door. You got to know how to treat people. You got to know how to move. You can't feel arrogant and you bigger than everybody. You don't use the hood role. You don't want people to fear you. Fearing you is a scare tactic. Like, the people that want people to fear them in the neighborhood, they die or they go to jail or your name be ringing bells and you end up on the police radar. The smoother you are in the streets, the less you talk, the more you observe, the better you'll be. The best thing in the streets to have is knowledge, not money. Only the strong survive. Remember, I told you that. Barberson. Everybody make sure y'all subscribe to the channel because I ain't been getting the subscribers I have. I'm on a race to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to do a giveaway to my 100,000 subscribers. Like, I'm going to pick somebody when I get 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to give them $1,000 or I'm going to go to a low budget neighborhood and get somebody, pay somebody rent. I'm going to do something at 100,000 subscribers for y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, hit the button, share, do everything you're supposed to do. Get me to 100K subscribers. Nah, but cool though. Who you feel like about to say the DMV rap scene?
About to save it?
Yeah, like who you think up next about to be like? Don't you know when Q the Fool signed that deal, when Trail signed this deal, when Shot signed this deal, the city was happy for him and all that. Who you think up next? You got the phone?
I gave it to you, I think, already. I like to do KP Skywalker. KP Skywalker, man. He's the young nigga for damn MLK. And then Frank. I listen to it every day.
I just interviewed him.
You did?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I put you on to him all the time.
That's how I. Come on, man. That's why I interviewed him.
I think, because he got a whole, like, it's like he talk rapping, but
He popping
though, like, you know what I'm saying? You can feel him, you know what I'm saying? You know he really just probably just finished doing that, so that's why he talking about it. Too fresh, you feel me?
I had with him though. He got his mental on though.
For real.
He ain't no wild little young nigga. He knows, like, conversation with, like, he know right from wrong, basically, if I could tell you, like.